Hello everyone, please press bell icon to subscribe to my channel Seema for more educational videos. And today we are going to discuss about the forest and wildlife resources grade 10 CBSE chapter in brief. So here we'll just go, and topics which we are going to cover in this is biological diversity, flora and fauna in India, conservation of forest and wildlife in India, Project Tiger, types and their distributions of forest and wildlife resources. Last but not the least, that community and conservation. So one by one, we are going to discuss the chapter. So here we'll discuss first about biodiversity. Biodiversity is extremely diverse on Earth and works interdependently. It is a system of closely knit network that sustain the ecosystem. India has world's largest biodiversity thriving on its land, and 10% of the recorded wild flora and 20% of its mammals are on the threatened list. Next, we'll just go ahead and discuss about the flora and fauna in India. So India is one of the world's richest countries in terms of its vast array of biological diversity and has nearly 8% of the total number of species in the world. This is possible twice or thrice the number yet to be discovered. These diverse flora and fauna are so well integrated into our daily life that we take these for granted. They are under great stress mainly due to insensitivity to our environment, that at least 10% of India's recorded wild flora and 20% of its mammals are on the threatened list, as I said before as well. Here we'll discuss about the conservation of forests and wildlife in India. Conservation in the background of a rapid decline in wildlife population and forestry has become essential. In the 1960s and 1970s, conservation demanded a national wildlife protections programs. So conservation preserved the ecological diversity and preserved the genetic diversity of the plants and animals in order to safeguard. Here we are discussing about the Indian Wildlife Protection Act 1972, and list of, as I said, act was put into effect in 1972, and list of all the India's protected species was released. Additionally, the federal government unveiled a number of initiatives aimed at animal protection. Several hundred of butterflies, moths, beetles, and one dragonfly have been added to the list of protecting species under the Wildlife Act of 1980 and 1986. Plants were originally included in the list 1991 when 6 species were added. Here we will discuss majorly about the Project Tiger. The tiger population in 1973 declined to 1,827 from the esteemed 50,000 and hence forced the authorities to take serious action toward the same. Tigers face major threat and are at the verge of extinctions because of shrinkage of their habitat due to growing human population, poaching, depletions of prey-based species, etc. Tigers face major threat and are the verge of extinctions because of shrinkage of their habitat due to growing human population, poaching, as I said before also to you, and the trade of tiger skin and use of their bones in the traditional medicines, especially in the Asian countries, has left the tiger population on the verge of extinction. Project Tiger was launched in 1973 and was not only an effort to save tigers but also preserving the biotypes. Corbett National Park in the Uttarakhand, Sundarbans National Park in West Bengal, Bandhavgarh National Park in Madhya Pradesh, Srikshad Wildlife Sanctuary in the Rajasthan, Manas Tiger Reserve in the Assam, Periyar Tiger Reserves in the Kerala are some of the tiger reserves of India. Wildlife Act of 1980 and 1986, as I said before also, have added many species in that. Now we will discuss about the types and distribution of forest and wildlife resources. The forests are classified as reserve forests. We will discuss first. These are the most vital for conservation of forest and wildlife, and about half of the total forest land has been placed under this category. Next is protected forest. That is, a forest department had declared one-third of the total forest area as protected forest, which saves it from further depletions. Third one is unclassed forest. Both private individuals and the government and the communities own these lands. They mostly include forest and wasteland. Here we will discuss about the community and the conservation. So we often ignore that in India, forests are also home to traditional communities. In some areas of India, local communities are struggling to conserve these habitats along with government officials, recognizing that only this will secure their own long-term livelihood. The Alwar district, Rajasthan, has declared 1,200 hectares. Farmers and the citizens group like Beej Bachao Andolan in Tehri and Navdanya have shown that adequate level of diversified crop production without the use of synthetic. Another one is the Chipko movement is the one. So it has the successful help in saving the flora, but has also brought people together to save the environment. It also gave rise to many other programs where the community came together to save the natural resources. Beej Bachao Andolan, which I said just in the previous slide in Tehri, and the Navdanya has promoted people to stop using synthetic chemicals, as sufficient crops harvest can be produced even without the use of chemical fertilizers. Joint forest management, which is like JFM, programs involve local people and communities to restore forests. It was first started in Orissa in 1988. Thank you.